International Day of the Girl Child was declared by the United Nations, with the first Day of the Girl being observed on October 11, 2012. The observation supports more opportunity for girls and increases awareness of inequality faced by girls worldwide based upon their gender. This inequality includes areas such as access to education, nutrition, legal rights, medical care, and protection from discrimination, violence, and child marriage. For its second observance, this year's day will focus on innovating for girls' education. Meet Rosemary, a visually impaired girl who has overcome marginalization and gender barriers to learning through innovation.
I'm Rosemary Ramit. I'm 18 years old and I'm visually impaired. I have uveitis. This occurred 4 years ago when I was 13. So I can see a little colors. I can see the features on people's faces. Since the age of 13, after I had to come out of school because of this disease and everything, I never had the opportunity to continue, or the school never accommodated me. And I was forced to stay at home until I had an opportunity to start JAWS training, which was the first time I heard about it, and the first time I knew that blind persons and visually impaired persons could actually use a computer.
Rosemary is a Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate (CSEC) examination student at the Guyana Society for the Blind and is preparing to write 5 subjects next year. She uses special software called JAWS, which stands for Job Access with Speech, a screen reader program for Microsoft Windows that allows blind and visually impaired users to read the screen using text-to-speech output. The classes are conducted on laptops provided by the Government of Guyana through the One Laptop per Family project.
Using JAWS, we are able to get all of our notes on the computer because JAWS reads every text, every word. And we are able to get the notes, do our test. Everything is done electronically. The lecturers and our teachers, what they would do is any diagrams in the textbook, they would try their best to explain it in a way that we could visualize it in our head. And currently we have the internet, so we do a lot of internet research and Skype and YouTube and emails and everything.
Rosemary is also a member of the Young Voices Georgetown group of disability advocates and had the privilege of being a part of the Malala Day observance in New York. She considers herself a living testimony of what education can do for girls, especially girls living with disabilities, and now sees a bright future ahead.
It was an unbelievable experience to be in the same room with her. Even though I didn't get to meet her, but her speech was amazing. I mean, at the age of 16, she had such a passion for education and for the rights of women. And she literally took a bullet for it. So to be there with her, I was so inspired by her passion and her determination. I think she shows how important education is and how willing she is to fight for it.
There is overwhelming evidence that girls' education is the most consistent driving force of developmental goals. Secondary education for girls is especially transformative for girls themselves and for societies.
4 years ago, sitting at home and thinking of this day, it seemed as an impossibility. But because of this technology and JAWS and all of the opportunity that we have now, we are able to pursue our goals, and CXC is the foundation of building a future. So after accomplishing this and accomplishing the 5 subjects, that would be my foundation to university and to a job. And being a female and being able to be so efficient and proficient with the computer is really, and when you tell people about the way you're able to use the computer, like their jaws literally drop because they're like, wow, how could a visually impaired person use the computer and be so fast with it?
Innovation has the power to achieve and elevate our ambitions for girls' education and all that education promises. When you educate a girl, you educate a nation. International Day of the Girl Child, innovating for girls' education. This has been a Youth Media Guyana production supported by UNICEF Guyana.